Police helicopter have been mobilized this evening, were mobilized during the pursuit of the suspect. But again, a big question that authorities are trying to figure out now is whether or not this incident unfolding this evening is connected to the earlier incident that happened around 11 o'clock this morning, shortly before 11 o'clock, involving that Austin school police officer who we also know was shot and injured earlier today.
And that was near Nelson Field, which is Northeast Early College High School, the former Reagan High School. That officer we know was shot in the leg, taken to the hospital. Again, the officers on scene said they expected him to be okay after that. The later shooting tonight happened off Austral Loop. Now, this is an area near Circle C, just to the west of Mopac. You can see on your screen the officer was shot in this area, as Tony mentioned. After a reported break-in, the officer arrived, took fire at that point. That's when Tony says the chase ensued. There is a person in custody. Again, the investigation is ongoing to see if this is connected, but there is reason to believe, Tony, that the earlier incident outside Northeast Early College High School is connected now to what's happened in South Austin.
Law enforcement has some preliminary information that is causing them to at least drill down in what is happening this evening, trying to determine whether or not there is a connection. I also want to say that with regard to the person in custody, we know very little about this person in custody, what they have been taken into custody for, whether or not they are believed to be the gunman. But again, preliminarily, we have been told that a person has been taken into custody this evening.
And I know right now authorities are probably asking people to stay away from the scene because, as you could tell from the earlier video, there are quite a number of agencies out there. I know when they responded earlier today to the first AISD police officer shooting, at least 15 agencies were out at that scene, blocking off roads and looking for a suspect. And I'm sure that it's the same situation out there right now tonight.
And just to orient people a little bit, as I think we should, the situation that is happening this evening is not really that close in proximity to the high school earlier today. The high school earlier today, again, as Brian mentioned, formerly known as Reagan High School, is US 290 and I-35. The incident this evening is in relatively far South Austin, near Circle C, near Mopac and La Crosse Avenue.
And we don't know of any other injuries, any other incidences that have taken place in this time frame. Is this what we assume happened? A person went from point A to point B? Is this something that officers are even knowledgeable of at this time?
I think that law enforcement will say that they have had a very busy day, a very active day, and that they are doing the business, even as we speak, of trying to put together a narrative of this entire day and investigate in a holistic, widespread way to figure out what is happening, whether or not these incidents are in fact connected, whether or not they are not connected, and go from there.
Well, I know as they continue to try and figure out exactly what's going on right now and if this suspect is connected to tonight's shooting and to the shooting earlier today of that Austin ISD police officer. KVUE does have crews on the scene gathering information right now as well, and we will bring you what we know tonight at 10.
Before we get back to programming, Tony, recap again the evening's incident that you know, as much information as you know that happened here in South Austin.
With the caveat, as I have said, that this is fluid, it's rapidly unfolding. We are still trying to put it all together. But shortly after 7 p.m. this evening, Austin police responded to a call, possibly about a burglary happening at a residence in South Austin. It is our understanding that when Austin police arrived, that an officer was shot by a gunman. It is unclear if Austin police returned fire, but that from what we are being told, there was a high-speed pursuit at some point during all of this. There was a crash, and it is, again, that preliminary information is that a person was taken into custody at that time. We do not know the nature of the injuries or the extent of the injuries of the Austin police officer who apparently was struck by gunfire. Again, the second law enforcement officer in our city in a single day to be shot and injured in the line of duty. Earlier today, an Austin police officer, an Austin School District police officer, was shot and injured with what we are told is life-threatening injuries.
Non-life-threatening.
Excuse me, non-life-threatening.
Shot in the leg.
Yes,
Shot in the leg.
exactly. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes, non-life-threatening injuries.